All right, friends, inside this video topic, again, we'll discuss a very amazing concept, and that is how to manage protected URL redirections. So, what I mean from this video topic, so to understand, let's go back to browser. So, inside this headless store, here we have our top header, and inside this top header, here we have the menu items. So, the options are home, products, cart, my account, my orders, logout, and login and sign up. So here, if we closely look, so we can see that here we have three menus like my account, my orders, and logout. So these options will be visible when the user will be authenticated. So right now, user is not logged in, so there is no sense to display all these menu items. So inside this video topic, we'll discuss that how to handle these menu items on the basis of authentication of user inside this headless store. So to start with the user authentication concept, what basically we can do, remember inside our last video topic, if I go here inside this login and sign up, remember we had done all about the integration of login API. So inside that video, also we had discussed if user will be authenticated, also we can generate a token value and that token we are storing inside local storage. So here, like we have to use the concept of local storage that if key exists, so if key will be accessed with a valid token, so in that case, these menus will be visible. So what I will do if I go and inspect, go inside application, I'm using Chrome browser. So go inside application and right now we can see that inside this local storage, we don't have any key. So what I am doing inside this, I am passing the user what I have registered into this headless store. So let's pass the data. So here I'm passing the username and password. Click on login. And now we can see that after user login, successful user login here inside this local storage. If I go, so inside application tab, local storage, now here we have a key called auth token. So on the basis of this token, we can check that if this token exists. So if it exists, so in that case, these menus will be visible. Otherwise, this will be hidden. So how to handle? Let's go back to editor. Let's go open src folder. I'll open app.jsx file and here I will take a state variable. Let's say const is authenticated, set is authenticated, and by default, let's say use state, by default, it will be false. Now what I will do, simply I'll create a function here, set user auth after login. So here, let's say const set user logged in status equals to, and in this function what I will do, I'll use this state manager and simply I will pass status equals to true, or let's pass status. Now here this value will come inside this function. Now next after this, let's copy this state variable called is authenticated. I will go then inside this navbar component, let's say is authenticated, and I will pass this state variable. Then after, let's copy this pop keyword. Then I'll go into pages, not pages, into layouts, navbar.jsx. And here, first I will destructure is authenticated. And if I scroll, now we can see that here we have the menu items like my account, my orders, and logout. But this time, on the basis of the status of is authenticated, we have to handle that how to display and how to hide. So here, let's pass curly pairs and then after into this curly pairs, let's say is authenticated. If this will be true, so this block, like the parenthesis block, gets executed. Otherwise, this block gets executed. So if is authenticated, it means user is logged in, its value equals to true. So in that case, let's cut all these three allies. Let's go inside first parenthesis and here JSON fragment. Let's put all those HTML. Save these changes. Now inside the second parenthesis, in case of logout, let's cut this, go inside it and simply paste here. Next, if I save all these changes, let's go back to browser, go inside our top header, and now we can see that as per the conditions, right now we have the header, the menu items like home, products, cart, and login and sign up. There's no option of my account, my orders, and logout. But I know that you are thinking like here, right now inside this application, inside this local storage, here we have the token value. So if token is available, why we don't have the options of my account, my orders, and logout? And this is because what the conditions we are using on the basis of this state variable, its by default value equals to false. So it means while calling our login API, also we have to handle this state variable. So for that, let's copy this function name, scroll down, go inside auth component, and here let's pass is authenticated. And inside here, let's pass this function. Copy this prop keyword that is authenticated. Then I will go into this pages folder. Let's open auth component and here let's destructure. Let's copy and if I go into this handle login form submit, so after successful login, right here, let's pass is authenticated and this is authenticated, which is a prop keyword. This is containing a function name. So here, what I will do simply is authenticated and I will pass the true value. Save these changes. So if I go, let's reload. Click on login and sign up. Now you can see here we have the login form. Let's delete this token value. So simply delete here. It means right click, click on delete option. And if I pass again, call Rakesh, password is from 1 to 8. We can see that right now we have the options of home, products, cart, and login and sign up. Click on this login button. And after successful login, if I go to top header, and now we can see that here we have the options like my account, my orders, and logout. There's no option of login and sign up. Now let's handle the case of logout. So it means when we click on this logout button, simply we have to delete this token value from this local storage, and also we have to like toggle is authenticated value from true to false. Let's go back to editor and if I go into this nav component, then I'll go here into this logout button. And here, let's call on click. Or before that, I'll go into this app component. Let's create a function and I will call it as, let's say, user logout. And here, let's say const set user logout. And inside here, first we have to delete our auth token from local storage. So local storage dot remove item. And here the key will be auth token. And let's call this set user login status. And we have to make the false value. Save these changes. Let's copy this function name. Then I will go here inside this our nav component. Let's pass here function name. Copy this, go inside nav component. Let's destructure. Then I will go into this logout on click and just pass here. Save all these changes. Let's go back to browser and here we have the logout option. So let's click on this logout button and now we can see token deleted and also here we have the option of login and sign up. Let's click on this button again. Go here. Let's put credentials and if I click on this login button, so after login, now here we have the options like my account, my orders, and logout. One more thing also we have to handle. If I go and directly reload, if I go hit enter to this URL, and now we can see we are getting login and sign up. But as we know that once we reload the URL and if user is logged in, so also we have to get options like my account, my orders, and logout. So how to fix this issue? It's very simple. Let's go inside app component and here I'll use the concept of use effect hook method. So use effect and inside here, first I will check that and also inside this dependency, let's pass empty array. So here, let's say const token equals to local storage dot get item auth token. So if it is available, let's check here. So if token, so in that case, what I will do, let's copy this function called set user logged in status, and inside here, just pass true value. Save these changes. So if I go if I reload, and now you can see that it is working. If I go click on logout, so user is logged out, click on login and sign up. And if I reload, and now you can see there is no option. If I reload this page again, there is no option of my account, my orders, and logout. Let's do login again. Click on login button. User is logged in. As we can see here, we have options. So if I reload, and now you can see it is still having all these menus. One more thing also we have to fix here. If I go to this product section, click on any of the product, for example this one, and right now here inside this cart we can see zero product added. So if I go add this product to cart, product added, let's click on this add to cart button, product added. So now we can see inside this cart we have two items. So if I go and let's reload this URL, and now we can see there's no data into this cart, and as well as there is no numeric value. Like here we have two number of items. So how to fix? It's again very simple. Let's go back to editor, and inside this use effect, it's very simple. Const, let's say cart items. And as we know that whenever if we add any product to cart, also we are creating a local storage key that is called cart. So here local storage dot get item, and the key is cart. So what I will do, let's go cut this line of code, JSON parse. Let's put here. Otherwise, if suppose cart does not exist, we don't have any product into cart. So in that case, double pipe and a blank array. And remember, also we had created a state variable to manage our cart items, and that is called cart. Let's copy this state manager set cart. Go here, and inside this set cart, simply let's copy cart items and put here. Save these changes. So once we save, and now we can see cart equals to true. And here we have two product items. So if I go, let's reload this URL, and still we have two items and two products. Again, if I go into this products menu, let's go and add this cap item. Click on add to cart button, product added. Let's add this belt, product added. So if I go, now you can see four products into this cart. Let's click four items. And if I reload, still we have four items and four products. And also here we have logged in. So successfully inside this video topic, also we have handled that how to manage our URL redirections, also how to fix the issue when the page reloads. So step by step, we are completing this interesting project. So for this video, for this interesting concept, please hit the like button to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Now let's meet to our next amazing video. So for this session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.